Welcome back to another episode of The Wiley Show. Listen, we are being consistent of going live every single day that we can, all right? Before we get this broadcast started, we also got to start with our announcements. We got to start with the church announcements. We definitely got to start with the church announcements here. We definitely need your help that if you're watching this broadcast, these are the equipment that we need. We need the microphone. We need the HDMI live stream switcher. We also need the camera stand, and we also need the headphones, and we already have the lights, so I can take those off. But we already have that, and I appreciate that. But the rest of the things that we do need, if you can be a help to us, please go to Amazon, the wish list, and to help us, because we definitely need you all help with the items. It's very important that you all do it, because it's helping us have a good quality, a good quality show, and it help us, have that good sound, good radio sound. And I'm just excited, to be back. A lot of people were saying, with the show, we see that you're back outside. And I said, yes, it's been a lot of work. Don't get me wrong, Dad, doing this type of show. And it's a lot of work, going there. But once you are consistent, I was watching a video and he said, just do it. Don't think about it. Just do it. And so I just plan the show, and I get up, I take my medicine, and I go to sleep, and I get up the next day, and we have this entire conversation, because we're going to get into these topics as well. But I said, I'm going to do a show on Saturday, even though, Saturdays are considered to be like not too many topics. But of course, we have found some things to talk about. But good morning to you. I see you in the chat. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, chat. Good morning. Definitely good morning. So let's talk about Tyler Perry. Now, Tyler Perry was denied to help the TSA workers. Now, they allowed him to give money, gift cards to the TSA workers at the Atlanta airport. If you have not heard, we had a partial government shutdown where TSA workers have not been paid. Now, there has been a young lady, she was talking about the TSA workers, and she was saying, she stands in solidarity with them because she used to work for TSA. And she was saying the last government shutdown, a lot of TSA workers didn't receive their paycheck, their back pay. And now they're in another government shutdown. And that's why a lot of, TSA workers quit, because they was like, oh my gosh, we didn't even receive our last pay when it was a shutdown. So come on now. You want us to work again and have another government shutdown and work for free? So that's been pretty much the situation that's been going on. And we was having that. And I was like, another way government shutdown? That don't make no sense. Like, we already didn't get paid for that. So I stand in solidarity with the TSA workers, and to see that the politicians are, flying around and going around in the country and flying around, going here, going there, and not doing their job. Their job is to balance the budget. Their job is to pass a budget. Their job is to make sure people get their paycheck. Now, mind you, the people in the government, Congress and the Senate, they're getting their paycheck. They're not missing a paycheck. So even in by law, that if it's a government shutdown, if they're still able to get paid. Now, I think what is fair, that if they don't pass a government shutdown, they should not be able to get paid as well. Now, when it comes to the TSA, there was something inside of Project 2025 that were stating that they want to get rid of the TSA. But I do have somebody in the chat here that said Trump has been wanting to get rid of the TSA because TSA made a lot of Black successful women. And not only just that, TSA got a lot of Black people, period, because Black folks have been frozen out of working in some parts of the private sector. And the government has been opened up for a lot of Black folks. And that's how we have a so-called middle class, because of those good government jobs. But I was watching, was it ABC or CBS? And they was interviewing a couple that work for TSA. They was saying, we haven't got paid. This is just sad. We have a child, and we have to go on our savings, and we just don't have it. So one of the people in the one of the guy was saying, you know, he have to go and he do Uber, you know, or deliveries and stuff because he need to bring some food home because a lot of the people had to be in the food bank. You got to understand, TSA workers, they're not getting paid a lot of money just, you know what I'm saying, to be able to miss paycheck and then be like, oh, okay, I'm good. No, it's a lot of TSA workers live check for check, just like the average American family live check to check. So it's just crazy. Okay. They said TSA did not get the credit deserved. There's never been another 9/11 since TSA was created. That is correct. So you got to, you know, TSA has been doing their job. They've been doing a good job, and they deserve to get paid. They deserve to get paid. Natasha, did you want to say something this morning? Look at Natasha up in the chat. What? Did you want to say something this morning? I'll drop the link for you, sis, if you want to say something, because she have a lot of stuff to say about the TSA workers here. And also they increase the age to join the military to 45. They increased the age to join the military to 45. So again, I don't know if you want to say something, but they definitely increased the age. Wait a minute. Oh, I did it on a. Wait a minute. Let me go back. Hold up. Oh, I did it wrong. I just saw it. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go back. Oh, right here. Yes, they said 46. I believe it was 45 or 46. They increased the age for you to go to the military. I think it was like 46 or 48. Somebody just sent it to me. Okay, you said, oh, but you could call in. The number is 972-674-9462 because I know it's early. Especially in on the West Coast. It's like 8:40 something on the West Coast. Let's see. Let's do a little screen share here. We got this right here. Screen share. There we go. Okay. All right. They say I can't go. So yeah. So they're doing everything possible, and they say if you have a marijuana on your record, you're able to come in the military without getting a waiver. You can come without have to get a waiver. The reason why they're doing it is because a lot of the young people that's supposed to join the military, they're not joining like that. They're not joining the military like that. Hello, you live on the air. Oh wait. Hello? Hold on.
Hello, Wiley.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, can y'all hear? Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, yes. Good morning.
Good morning, Wiley. I wanted to say that the TSA, they don't get as much credit as they deserve. It's like you said, it's a very good company. It's a very good government job that's not so hard to get into, and it's a lot of promotions. Those TSA agents, they work really well together. The way they keep each other's morale up. My government contracting job, I train TSA workers. So there's a lot that they do that we don't even realize that they do. And like I said, we've never had another 9/11 since TSA became a government agency and been doing our security at the airport.
And do you feel, for me, honestly, I think that, do you feel that the government should not get a paycheck if TSA can't get a paycheck?
Exactly. Yeah, those senators don't need a paycheck. Or why don't, Barron share some of his insider trading money with TSA? Out here in Vegas, we've been allowed, people been given the TSA workers gift cards to try to help them out. Because I saw when you said they wouldn't let the workers take Tyler Perry's money in Atlanta, which I thought was terrible. You see, basically, they want us all slaves again, is what they want.
Absolutely.
Just incompetence. This government is just a celebration of white mediocrity, is all it is.
And when I saw it, because they said they denied Tyler Perry, then they allowed Tyler Perry to do the gift card. So he was giving all the TSA workers that work at the Atlanta airport $1,000 in gift cards. Now he was trying to give them $1,000 in cash. They denied that request, but they allowed him to give $1,000 in the gift cards. But that's still not going to be enough because those people have bills, they have rent, they have mortgage, they have car note, they have insurance, they have all type of stuff.
Children. Exactly. It's terrible that we live in a country that is not paying government workers and is happy to not pay government workers. Yeah. Not only are they happy to not, but the Republicans, this bootlicking GOP, wants to think it's funny that people aren't getting paid. They're also thinking it's funny what's going on with the military. I served under Bush. I served under Obama, I served under Trump, and I served under Biden. When Trump was in office, that was the worst experience in the military I ever had. And there's been a lot of mess that he put through in 2016. And the reason what's going on in the military, and Pete Hegseth is coming out talking about not following rules of engagement and a bunch of stupidity, is because they kicked out all the smart people. They kicked out anybody that was a woman, anybody that was a minority, anybody that spoke up against this regime. They kicked out of the military.
Then I heard that what's his name? That Pete that's over the Department of Defense. Pete he refused to promote some black women and
yes.
some black people and women. So
yes, and I'm retired from the military, but I still have friends that are in the military, and they've been going through it. And lots of my friends that work for the government, even when I worked for my government contractor, once Trump came back the second time, people left. Everybody retired. People want to retire early. People want to get out.
And it's quite sad because, again, the military have always been that job. Great job security, great retirement benefits, the GI Bill, and all of this good stuff. But if all that stress, people just don't want it. How do you feel that they increase the age?
They're cutting. Well, that happens all the time.
Oh, okay.
When there's war, that they'll increase the age and they'll lower the standards. Because when I first came in 2002, there was a lot of gang members that came in because of the Iraq war. They had lowered the standards, and the Army was letting people with a record come in. So we had to deal with a lot of criminals and gang members for a good several years that it infiltrated the military.
Really? I didn't know they let a little game in. What?
Yep. They sure did. Because I was a military police in the Navy. And a few of my stations, I was also a prison guard too. So yeah, it was very bad when they just lowered the standards and they let everybody in, because unfortunately, good people get abused. Good people in the military, not only are you over and you're on deployment in Iraq, but now you're right next to gang members who don't care about anything and will abuse you. So you're getting abused by the enemy and you're getting abused by your own people.
What? So, wow. Because, for me, when I wanted to join the military, one of the things that really caught my eye of wanting to join was the travel. Because my recruiter, he was attractive. He always said he's traveling. He always said, how good the military was. But I didn't know, like, when I signed up, that I had signed up for infantry, that it was like you was going to be on the front lines. I didn't know that because they didn't really talk about the jobs. Back then, they didn't really talk about the job and stuff like that. I just asked the person that was signing, when I went to the office, I was like, well, what job that I can go really quick because I want to leave so fast. He said, well, the fastest way to leave if you sign up for infantry. And so I signed up for infantry, and I didn't know what infantry was. I was green to the thing. I did not know, even though I did 4 years of military school. They never talked about the jobs in the military like infantry or mechanic or weaponry. They didn't really talk about the jobs at all, so I didn't know. So when I found out, I was like, oh no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be on the front lines because at that time we was in 2 wars. When I graduated in 2009, we was in 2 wars.
Mm-hmm.
And that we know,
yeah.
we probably was in more wars, but the public wars were Iraq and Afghanistan. So it was like, oh no, like, oh my gosh. But I'm glad that you had called in. This administration, unfortunately, have done a terrible job. But also Trump has been losing in his district in Florida. A Democrat won district that he won,
and a woman at that,
and a woman won. So I think it's going to be such a response of Democrat. No matter if they pass that act of use your passport, it's still going to be such a rush of people that's going to vote against Trump. Even there's going to be some Republicans, probably not the MAGA Republican, but the Republicans that pretty much that lean a little bit liberal, a little bit, but they're going to vote for Trump. And some that voted for Trump won't vote at all for these Republicans because it's bad for everybody.
Oh, I'm a registered Republican. I never did vote for Trump, but I'm not voting for any Republican ever again in my life. I don't care if my mama runs as a Republican. I'm not voting for her.
And I'm registered as a Republican too. I'm not voting for a Republican either. Like I'm pretty much like even in the last election, because I was like, no, I'm not going to vote for a Republican. That is it. This next election, this midterm, I'm going to vote for Democrats that want to do right by people. Because if it was a Republican that do lean somewhat liberal and really had common sense conservatorship and not trying to take people's rights away, then yeah, maybe. But those Republicans don't exist now. It's either you are right or you're far right. You're not towards left, still a conservative.
This is a wake-up call to every single person in the United States. If you thought, oh, voting doesn't matter, this doesn't matter, look at what they're doing. They're taking books away. They're removing history. Everybody, if you can, get you books on paper, get you paper books. So, because they have removed a lot of the history, a Black history, women's history, indigenous people's history, things they don't want people to know, they've removed them from the digital landscape and taken chapters out of books. So this is a wake-up call because never feel safe. Never feel like it can't happen here. I've been to many countries where, like Afghanistan, countries where women were wearing mini skirts one day and the next day they were getting stoned. So don't think this can't happen here. This country is very short. The only thing that we have is that keeps the government scared is the American people have knowledge and we have guns. So make sure you keep on it. Make sure you educate your kids. Make sure you educate your friends. Yourself. Don't depend on the schools and don't depend on this big media. And also, like I said, I know you can't talk about the pow-pows, but make sure you get you some of those too to protect yourself.
Yes, it's very important. Very important to educate yourself. That's why I try to read as much as possible. It's very important. And then also, too, parents, don't just depend upon the school to teach your child history. Y'all should learn that and join it as a family. Going to the reading, watching documentaries, getting books. Shout out to the Black bookstores that still have those Black books that are so-called banned, and support that. Don't just support your nearest Barnes and Noble. Go to a Black bookstore, even if it's not one in your area. Google Black bookstores. Mostly these Black bookstores have websites where you can get the books and they will mail it to your home. So it's very important that you get it, and also support your nearest library as well because they have there as well. So I'll go there and as well. They said the United Nations just voted that the slave trade was the worst trafficking in human history. So the old school,
it certainly was.
Old news. Yeah, the books are change. Yeah. And America, I think, voted against it. Like I think America had voted.
Yeah, of course. But thank you, Wiley, for using your platform to keep people educated and to keep people in the know. Because what you do is very important. Because we got these people like that might have millions of followers or this and that, like certain creators we know about, but they don't do anything to educate the community. They don't do anything for anybody. All they do is make money and and just spread mess and lies.
I feel you on that. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Wiley. Everybody have a good weekend.
All right, now. Somebody else want me to call them, so I'm about to call them now. They just text me, and we are live, you guys. Bear with us. About to call them on the air. And then we got other topics to get into, but if y'all calling in, this is a radio show. Y'all always able to call in and give y'all thoughts about all of this.
Hey, baby.
Hey, so you want to talk about this TSA situation?
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
First of all, I just want to say thank you for having the best platform ever, Wiley.
Thank you.
You're better than everybody. I'll be just listening to you. I've been listening to you for 3 years.
Yay!
But anyway, so since TSA hasn't been getting paid, this is the second time or maybe the third time that they've done this since I've been here at the airport for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
The first time they did it, they got their back pay in increment.
Wow.
They've been told that if they stay home, they'll lose their jobs. There's a it's like when they stay home, they can't just stay home because they're not getting paid. They've been threatened with they can't stay home.
Wow.
And since it's been over a month, they've been getting evicted.
What they been getting? It's just been a month. I want to hear you again. What was that point you said?
Since it's been past a month, they've been getting evicted because some landlords don't have any understanding.
No, and that's the thing. Some landlords don't have understanding, and there's no law on the books to say. Now, a smart congressperson and a smart Senate and Congress would be like, if it's a government shutdown, we will put a stay on mortgage payments, a stay on rent until the government shutdown is over. But unfortunately, due to we don't have common sense people, and this is another thing where I think that kind of mess up our system. A lot of these people that's in office are rich. They're out of touch with the working class. They're just out of touch. Because to them,
and besides that, they think that everybody has a savings. Ain't nobody got no savings for no month.
Got no savings like that.
Not get paid for no month.
The average American is one paycheck away from being unhoused, and that's no lie. It's
but see, that's why I love you, because you keep it real.
They don't have that. The average Americans don't even have $1,000 in savings. I know I don't have that. I'm rebuilding my life, so I know people are going through it. I remember when I was on the street sleeping in Las Vegas, the lady said, "I will help you," but I lost my government contract, or I lost my job. I'm going through,
and that's what I wanted to say.
Mm-hmm.
I told them too, when y'all ready to stay home, we'll sit it out, because I'm in Sacramento. We in the capital. If even all the black people stay home for a day, maybe they'll have a negotiation.
Yeah, because
or the women, if the women sit home.
There was one lady that was following on Instagram that I saw down my timeline. The line was so long, they was all the way in the garage. I said, now wait a minute, I've never seen a line that long for TSA.
And besides that, even though this is a government issue, as airport workers, we've been done so bad throughout the years that we really all need to sit it out and shut this shit down completely, at least for 2 days or so. It's not just TSA. They've been affected 3 times. I've watched them not get paid. So they definitely need to all stay home and say fuck it. They can't all get fired, but we need to all sit at home.
Yeah, it's really sad. I wish that we was that type of people. Unfortunately, our ancestors, when they was tired, they got to protesting, they got to marching. Jesse Jackson wouldn't even be successful if it wasn't for people protesting grocery stores, boycotting grocery stores, not showing up buying. And that's why a lot of black folks were able to get on boards because of that. We definitely have to do a better job. Not even just black people. This is the have versus the have-nots.
As of people, exactly. A class issue.
This is a class issue. Period. Because there's some white TSA workers not getting paid either.
So and this is when they finally realize it's affecting everybody. It's not just us hollering about our system as black people.
Facts. This is a class issue. This is really, really a class issue, and it's sad because people got to pay their bills, and people gonna get evicted. And then, mind you, these landlords be filing. If you miss one rent payment, they file evictions. They don't even wait till you 2 months behind. If you one payment missed, they go into the courthouse.
Wiley, I got me a house now, and with these houses, they don't even give you to the 5th. An apartment might give you to the 5th, but a house don't give you to the 5th.
Oh wow! Because I know in Chicago, by law, they give you it's the 5th that you have up to the 5th.
They don't give us to the 5th, and then the people who have been not getting paid. It's some white people working in security right now that are still hollering about being Republicans and loving Trump, and I'm looking at them like you must got a big savings because your family ain't ate in days and you still protecting.
Yeah. And they just be looking like, oh, I'm white, so I can have to know you. If you ain't paying that rent, your white behind gonna be out on the street too.
And guess what else? Last time they did it, they had to bring food. People were cooking so that they can feed each other in security. They didn't have money for meals.
Yeah, because there was one guy, a chef, he was bringing pizza to the airport so to serve the people some food. And one lady said they have to go to the food pantry. How is that? Like, you're working, showing up on time every day. Even if the workers that never missed a day of work, never been late, never missed a day, not getting paid. And then, from my understanding, some workers, the lady was saying some workers still haven't gotten their back pay from the last shutdown.
That's what I'm saying. They don't give it to them all at once. They got it in increments. You know what? I told them we'll stay home because remember when I was working, when I was working for Spirit and I was getting your tickets and stuff? They gave me a 30-day. When we closed, when we had our bankruptcy, they gave us 30 days. After I worked there for 6 years, they gave us 30 days to pack it up and leave. So thank God I had a second job, but I already know how this airport will do us.
Yes,
the rent went up and we was out of there.
It was sad because, you had worked for that company those years and they filed bankruptcy.
And people loved it. They loved the service, even though it was all the, the bad reputation. They love Sacramento. They got good treatment. Everybody got a big front seat. I always treated the old people good.
Yeah, I love Spirit Airlines. Spirit Airlines is a great airlines. It doesn't get the respect that it deserves.
Right.
I just felt bad.
We had to work harder because of the reputation.
Yeah, because they give it a bad.
Now it's Frontier.
Yeah, Frontier. Well, Frontier don't really have the big seats like Spirit, though.
Yeah, they don't. But Frontier got the same attitude. Is what I'm saying. They was the one that was fighting and being rude. They're worse than Spirit.
I had took Alaska Airlines and I was afraid, but Alaska Airlines is better because they serve you soda and cookies. I said,
okay, them is the white.
Pay for that.
Them is that's the good company. But yeah, well, that's all I could think of. Basically, ain't nobody insecurity. They've been sitting up here starving. Every time you ask them how you doing, it's messed up because we got to work around them. We're getting paid, but we got to watch our coworkers basically not get paid for over a month. People that we know their family, we know their mama. Ain't nobody getting paid. It's not cool.
It's not cool at all. But thank you so much for calling in. And it's just so
thank you, Wiley, and thank you for your transparency, and thank you for sharing your journey through your mental health and everything. Because I had a real nigga moment too, and they had to call the police on me too. So I love you. Thank you for sharing everything. Because people don't talk about it, but you definitely have walk people through different journeys in life, and it's way bigger than just YouTube. Thank you.
Thank you so very much for that. Thank you.
All right. Love you, Bill.
All right. Love you too.
Bye.
Bye-bye. So, you guys, Tiger Woods was arrested and he was charged with a DUI. He got out of jail and everybody was talking about him all over the world because his mugshot went viral, and he looked very old, tired, looked like he was heavily under the influence and of some type of medication or pills. And that was the situation that was going on with him. We covered the story yesterday, and I'm going to show you all the shorts that we put out yesterday concerning him, and we're going to bring it up. Give me 1 second while I bring up that, and that's what we did on yesterday. So I'm definitely going to show y'all those YouTube shorts. So give me a second here. I'm definitely going to bring it up and show y'all that we posted on yesterday. So I'm definitely going to bring that up and show y'all, and then make sure y'all thumbs up because we got a lot more of the show. We halfway through. There we go. Let's see. Is this the one? No, not that one. Not
news. Tiger Woods was in a rollover crash on Jupiter Island. This just happened after 2 p.m. in the 200 block of Beach Road on Jupiter Island. No injuries have been reported. They are definitely, the sheriff's department said they are investigating, the sheriff officials are investigating the crash. He is 50 years old. There's no any extent of any injuries. I definitely keep you all on this. I hope he wasn't under influence. You know, Tiger Woods have a way to be under influence, but this is breaking news. We got breaking news. Tiger Woods was in a rollover crash on Jupiter Island.
That was that one. And then I did another show because we was on top of this story here. And shout out to some of the subscribers. They was like, oh my gosh, well, I heard it from you first. I'm like, yeah, because I've been on the news very, very quickly. And this is the second one. Tiger Woods was arrested for a... Are we shocked or surprised? This is breaking news. TMZ is reporting that over there in Jupiter and over there in Florida, that Tiger Woods was driving under the influence, drunk, drinking a Colt 45 Old English on Miller Highlights, and he rolled over his Rolls Royce. And this is yet another accident. If you remember back in 2009, it was the same situation when he's in an accident under the influence, allegedly. This is breaking news that Tiger Woods was arrested, and he's supposed to be coming back in golf. Now he got something added on to his criminal record. Yikes. Tiger Woods. So that was that one that I posted on yesterday as well. So again, his mugshot came out. It looked very, very... He refused to take a breathalyzer, and they wanted to do a urine test. He refused. But he was released, I believe, late last night. So that is just pretty much the update of Tiger Woods, and that is update on him. Now, it's just so sad, y'all. It's just so sad that I'm about to get into this. Ray J, not sad, but you know, it's just confusing to me because they will say that Ray J got millions of dollars from Kim Kardashian doing the whole S tape that they made together, and he had got paid millions. And I was wondering, like, why are you trying to sue Kim Kardashian when you already got paid? It's just it don't make sense. Like, what's the thing? I don't know all the details, but according to the articles that I was reading last night, that he did get paid from the tape. Now, if you have been living under a rock, Kim Kardashian, Ray J made a tape. It's an adult entertainment tape. And the tape that he made literally put Kim Kardashian on the map. She got a reality show. She got makeup. She got a fashion line. She's one of the most profitable celebrities that's on Instagram. One of the profitable celebrities in the world, one of the well-known celebrities in the world, and also they also have like reality shows on Hulu as well. Now, Ray J did get paid millions and millions of dollars from it. So I don't understand why he's trying to sue when you already got paid. You know what I'm saying? I think he even get paid more money since the tape is still out, getting viewership, still out. People are still sharing it like crazy. And that tape is almost 20 years old. So it's like, yeah, it's just something. They say, I want Ray J to tell us what he did to Whitney Houston. Oh my gosh. So we have an update, y'all. Before we get up out of here, we have an update on the Deal Whisperer. Now, according to really quickly, according to oh my gosh, give me a quick little second here. Y'all excuse the noise because these kids, Chad, when I tell you I'm trying to do this show and they got all this energy and their parents need to come and get them, like for real, for real. But anyway, I'm about to get into the DL Whisperer really quickly. A little update here. Where was we at? Because I just saw this on Tasha K page, and I download it, and I want to read it here. And it's quite sad, quite understanding that this is what's going on. Give me 1 second here. Did I download it? Let me go to my photos. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. if I actually downloaded it. I think I did. Oh yeah, I did. So T.S. Madison, this is what Tasha K said. She said, "Y'all be careful." T.S. Madison. I'm not gonna read verbatim what she said because she misgendered her and she threw a joke in there. But I'm not gonna read the joke that she said. But I'm gonna read this. Let me start over. They said, "Y'all be careful." T.S. Madison is trying to turn D.O. Whisperer case into a hate crime against trans people. She started with that man first when he met T.S. Madison with male energy. T.S. Madison ran down to the police screaming hate crime. The sympathetic PR campaign is in full effect. She is crying on red carpets, on cue. Watch it closely. Everything is alleged. Even my name is allegedly. Now, this is quite sad that I'm not surprised that now she's trying to file and do a hate crime against the DL Whisperer, according to Tasha K. Okay, now you have to take everything that Tasha K said with a grain of salt, but with this, I do believe her because, again, you are putting yourself at risk when you are you're literally putting yourself at risk when you are going against a person like T.S. Madison. So again, I want to let me see. I'm just going to check and see if the DL Whisper update is posted and put something on the post so I can read it to you guys. They haven't said anything else regarding this whole hate crime situation. This is really sad now that he have to be like it being like a hate crime. It's just sad. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of stuff going on with this whole hate crime stuff like that. It's just, if you do that, then he may serve some little time, and I won't be surprised if he serves some prison time as well. We don't want him to serve no prison time, but if she's trying to say that this is a hate crime and try to upgrade those charges, it's really something. And we will keep y'all updated on this case. It is supposed that he did roll on yesterday. I will read it to you all again. He said, "Free him till it's backwards. Trust and believe we are documenting and everything. Everyone will be held legally accountable for every crime committed against him, especially the people who lied to say he violated the protective order." Right then and there, he should have said that, because you don't want to make it seem like you're still harassing on the page. They said he did not violate. It was an attempt to silence him because a certain somebody is about to do time in prison. Again, you're talking about Dominique. You shouldn't say that. You shouldn't. It's just the stuff that you shouldn't do. Very soon, and they don't want the internet to know. They said, well, they've been doing even more time after their jail. See, can't say that, for lying in court and providing false documentation. They said, we don't care about laughing. We don't care about the jokes. We don't care about the witchcraft. All the whoop work you're doing ain't going to get you nowhere. Documentation is being kept. Accountability is coming. That is what they're saying on that piece. They said, just like they documented all the harassment things he was doing, everybody deserved to live in their truth. The folks he talked about matter too. So it's like a lot of people's on it. And then also too, I was over there with Michelle A.T. Elliott, and she was going in of this whole situation. They was like, yeah, he should have did that. T.S. Madison, he should have learned his lesson. And she was like, but wait a minute, T.S. Madison had a mutual restraining order and stuff like that. I'm going to say this. The man should have just left T.S. Madison alone. In my left T.S. Madison alone, in my humble opinion. That's what they say on the phone. Somebody calling the phone. Hold on 1 second. Hello, you live on the air? Go ahead. Hello? Yeah, go ahead. But DDL, which one? What do you have to say about him going around T.S. Madison home? Oh, wait a minute. I want to make sure they hear you. Hold on 1 second. I want to make sure they hear you. Give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second. They can't hear you. Hold up, man, because they need to hear you. Okay, give me 1 second so they can hear you because I was like, wait a minute. Okay, go ahead. Can you repeat that? What you said? Go ahead.
I don't know why he's sitting in jail and don't have a bond set. And this people done did worse crimes than he did, and they had a bond set.
But what about when the DL Whisperer went to T.S. Madison home and was saying and recording the house? Like, what was your thoughts on that?
Well, I feel like that was wrong. He shouldn't have did that, but he still should have a bond, though.
Okay, that's what you said.
I feel like she putting more pressure on him because of Tasha K.
That's what you feel?
Yeah, that's what I feel.
Oh, so do you feel that it should be a hate crime? Because now they're saying that
Now, that's not a hate crime. I feel like that's a hate crime.
Okay. So you said so that okay, so you're not saying that it's a hate crime. I did read a post yesterday there. He said he lost a lot of weight. He's in solitary confinement. Do you think how much time do you think he should get? Do you think he should get free, or what's your points on that?
I feel like he should have some kind of bond. He's not getting his medication. He's on medication. He's not getting his medication.
Okay.
They railroad.
That's what you're saying right then and there. Wow, this is really something. I feel, were you one of the women that called the jail to make sure he get the better treatment or good treatment in jail?
I don't know where he's located. I would.
Oh, okay. You don't know. Okay. So what made you become a fan of the DL Whisperer?
Well, I'm not a fan of his. I just feel like he's not being treated fairly.
Oh, okay. You're looking more so at the treatment. You're not a fan. Okay. Okay, so that's how you feel about that. But thank you so much, man, for giving your point of view of that. I me personally, what I feel that he should be out on house arrest, and then if he violate again, he should serve some time. I feel like this is really just sad. And now that I'm getting word from Tasha K that T.S. Madison trying to, at least it's all alleged, that she's trying to upgrade the charge or try to tell the prosecutor to upgrade the charge to a hate crime. This is a very serious matter.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So, but thank you so very much for calling in.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. So someone said in the chat here, give me a second. Somebody said if he traveled across city, county, state lines for the goofy contact, because he definitely couldn't do anything with T.S. Madison. Oh, so that's what you're saying. You're saying it may be a hate crime. They said contact. I said I wish he had better legal counsel. It seemed like no one is advocating for him in court. Yeah, that's I'm like, no, who is advocating for this man in court? This man is literally going through it financially and going through it mentally, and that he don't have a lawyer. It's just something like I feel as though he do need better legal representation. No, let's just put that on the table here. And I wish he would have never booked a lawyer that was the grandson of the judge, if that is, because that's what he said. So I think that was like a bad move, but he need a hungry lawyer that know the law, because even with these group of kids that violated a little girl and put rocks in her mouth, he got out of jail. One of the little boys got out, is on house arrest. And DL Whisperer never did anything like that and still locked up with no bond. It's just really, really something. Okay? They say it's a bunch of DL men working at that court that don't like him. Yeah, and it's just like, it's just so sad, you know what I'm saying? But again, I hope once he get out there, he do have a change of heart. Now, on a serious note, I do work in mental health. My MBA is in healthcare. I just play, and I'm silly on here. My professional life is very different. And hopefully he gets to help mental health as well. It's just really, really something when you are having a restraining order. And this is a document that said you can't have no contact. You can't harass. And I don't know I think it is part of it. I'm not a lawyer, but the post that was made on a DL Whisperer Facebook page can be used as a form of harassment. I don't know. I can't say that per se, but I wouldn't even do that as well. They said y'all were too sympathy for people who do bad things. It's not only that. I just feel like he should have some type of house arrest. I mean, there has been cases of people deleting people and got a bond. This man should be able to have a bond. Let's just call it a thing. Out of everything, he should be able to have a bond. And I'm just saying that in my humble opinion, he should be able to have a bond. I'm just saying, why not? Everybody else got a bond. Why does he not have a bond when it comes to this crime? So I'm just like, he should be able to have a bond on this case. It's not that I'm having sympathy. It's just the right thing to do, because I just told you about a case where little girl was violated and one of the boys got out of jail, is on house arrest. So he and D.O. Whisperer never did anything like that. They said people need to save their money for the upcoming war, not to get him out of jail. Listen, I'm just giving my opinion. I would love to hear your thoughts on it all. I would love to hear what you got to say when it comes to that. So again, and I'm just going down what the DL Whisperer was saying and what was said. So it's just a lot of stuff that's been going on. A lot of stuff have been said. DVs are never given disgrace. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, again, the DL Whisperer never harmed T.S. Madison. Never harmed him, even though T.S. Madison got on that red carpet and started crying. I'm like, what the world? Why she crying for? What the world? Why she crying for? Oh, my God. She sitting there crying. Okay? They said, respecting and understanding your opinion, Wiley, I agree with you. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, when it comes to this case, I feel like he should have a bond. Is that too much to ask for, that he should have a bond? I mean, what? Everybody else got one. Oh, okay. So, okay. Can you call in and give us more information about this? So a person in the chat said that he told them he wouldn't stop harass her. That's why it's no bond. Wow. So you can't say that. See, this is why every time I come on here and try to defend him, people is giving me something to be like, oh, wow, I see why he's in jail. Like, that's the sad part. Like, you already know that you shouldn't be saying stuff like that. In my humble opinion, you're supposed to be saying stuff like that. It just doesn't make any sense that you're doing that. And it's just like, you already know that if you are in court, you better be sympathetic. You can't be saying, hey, I still want to harass her. Like, that's not going to make your case good at all. And you can't, like, tell the judge that, okay? You just can't. It's just not good at all. When it comes to stuff like that, it's just really just not good at all. Just like, oh my gosh, just like, it's just too much that's been said, just too much been done. And we definitely keep y'all updated on this case. But Tasha did release that post on yesterday and said that T.S. Madison is trying to upgrade this as a hate crime. That's because people keep bothering T.S. Madison, like Tasha K keep bothering her and saying stuff, and also Michelle Taylor and Brown. So what T.S. Madison is doing, she's just filing all the charges that she can file, in that case. It said exactly this was an indication of a person who wants to stay in jail. Yes, I hope that he learned his lesson and then he gets out, because I'm like, it's been months, a couple of months. It's been almost 2 months now. I just think he just needs to get out because time is moving. We about to be in a whole nother month. And this man is still behind bars. Like, that is really, really something. You got to get it together. I don't know when he said that because, again, I wasn't in the courtroom, so I don't know. That could be just a rumor because they said a whole lot of stuff. I did hear also that he was saying in court, he was misgendering T.S. Madison. He was saying it just T.S. Madison. He was saying out of T.S. Madison. What if T.S. Madison say something towards me? I can't say nothing back. I did hear that. Basically talking more out of his mouth based off others' actions, but plus probably his lack of remorse. Yeah, he definitely had lack of remorse. I mean, if anything, he should have had remorse in that case and be like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, T.S. Madison. will you forgive me? Oh my gosh, and just I wish he would have just cried in court. He said that like in a call to someone, and I believe T.S. Madison played the recording, I think. Yeah, and also too, Michelle Taylor Brown played the recording as well. Yeah, Michelle Taylor Brown played the recording. It's no offense. Michelle Taylor Brown had played the recording that he did in jail. And I said, why you played that recording? And that was on Tasha K, but Tasha K don't mind because Michelle Taylor Brown is an ally now. But she played it on her YouTube. I just heard it on her YouTube. I just heard it on the YouTube. Okay. So yeah, we definitely keep you updated on this case. It's really sad. Do y'all think he should get out? Press 1 if y'all think he should get out of jail. Press 2, he should get out. Press 1, he should get out. Press 2, he shouldn't get out. Press 1, he should get out. Press 2, he shouldn't get out. Press 1, he should get out. Press 2, he shouldn't get out. Press 1, he should get out. Press 2, he should not get out. I want to hear your thoughts. Press 1, he should get out. Press 2, he should not get out. Press 1, he should get out. Press 2, he should not get out. Okay, we have the thoughts on that. Also, if you want to call in, let's do this really quickly. Y'all excuse my background because somebody's birthday party and they want to have a party, sleepover, all that. Okay, so a lot of people say yes, he should get out. They say yes, he should get out. If anybody want to call in, I will post the number on the screen here. 972-674-9462. 972-674-9462. Do you think the DL Whisperer should get out of jail? Voice your opinion. People better start realizing that these officials are going to enforce the law on the U.S. and use the law against us now that they think they have someone in power who would back them up for their agenda. I do agree with that statement. T.S. Madison said she was going to be a white woman and she's going to press those charges. That is what she said. In press, she's not playing at all. She's definitely said she's going to press those charges. We reached out to T.S. Madison team yesterday, and they declined to come on the show. I'm going to say it again. We reached out to her team on yesterday, and they respectfully declined to come on the show. They said, one, the law said everyone is entitled to equal rights. They said, I want to call in, but I have someone here helping me clean, so I will not be able to concentrate. I understand. And we did the show anyway because my niece and nephews, they're here. So, and they, haven't had a sleepover and all that. But I said, I got to do the show. We still got to work. When you got kids, you still got to work. And, they really act on more when you on the show. I said, I got to do the show because I'm on the schedule. I can't, I got up. I said, I got to do the show. It's my people in city. They want to hear what I got to say. Okay? Yeah, they just definitely playing, and everyone like, oh, Lord. But I said, I got to do the show. So I said, I got to get up, and I got to do the show. And that is what we're doing. And I appreciate y'all support for coming through and showing love. Thank you so very much. But I love it. All right, we got a call. Hey, you live on the air.
Hi, Wiley. Am I the first caller?
No, there's other callers. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'm late then. How you doing?
Doing all right.
Good. Okay, so I'm going off your title. T.S. Madison goes after DL Whisperer. I feel like on that situation, the online bullying and harassment has taken an all-time high. As we know, Tasha K, she's been sued. I don't know if you know, there was a TikToker sued as well for like $10 million. Um, People really need to know that when you get on this app, it's just a persona. It is not real life. And T.S. Madison didn't go riding past his house, sending her goons or Chi-Chi over to look and see where he was. This man found an avenue where, gaslighting the audience into feeling a certain type of way. You recognize yourself as gay?
Yeah, that reconcile up. Yeah.
Okay.
Gay, bisexual,
So
it depends on the day. Go ahead.
Yeah, right. But I'm just saying, like, you as a gay man, like, you're not out here trying to put our community against each other. I just feel like we're all a community, LGBTQIA. Why do we have to be oppressed by society, and why do we have to be oppressed by the members of our community? I think it's a sickness. I think it's it's really something deep going down on with that man. And he also had he doesn't have a good relationship with his mom. And so he's out here talking about DL men, but these are the men that he's sleeping with. You see what I'm saying? And when people are saying, oh, well, he's telling us stuff, well, they have books out there. The Down Low Brother. There are books out there. There are groups that you can get in if you are concerned about your partner being a certain type of way. So I just feel like this was the easy way out. And when he went before that judge, the judge says, there is no contact, not through email. You can't even send me flowers through another party if there is a protective order in order, right? He went on Tasha K, and that violated the.
Are you breaking up some there, Queen?
Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, so that he violated that protective order. He wasn't supposed to talk to her, communicate with her through any devices, no third parties. And what that means is, even though he did that interview, it still represented Maddie in a bad way, and her name was still brought up. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then how do you feel about him rolling past?
I mean, I think that was wrong. That wasn't right. And I think, honestly, he should have learned his lesson once he got the restraining order, not to say anything, not to post anything, not to share anything about T.S. Madison. And now he's still locked up. And it could be months. Honestly, someone said he could be possibly behind to see a judge again for a trial. It could be for a trial, maybe 6 months. I'm hearing different things.
Yeah, a year.
7 months.
But see, you have to look at this. The climate that we're in your state that you're in, you remember those content creators that got deleted down there?
I remember that. It was the husband and wife.
See? Husband and wife. And people pulling up. That man pulled up. I'm not about to sit around and wait for you to get out the car and come up to my house. No, you're going to jail.
I agree, man. That's a good point.
And you know how we feel about our elders, Wiley. God said, protect our children and protect the elderly. Miss Mary is in that house.
That's true.
That's an elderly woman. She don't know nothing about social media. She can't sleep at night. She may be paranoid. Any car that rolls by or looks similar to it, she's, getting excited, getting anxiety. Your issue was with Maddie. You didn't have to bring it in to nobody else. And I want to say this. You remember Miss Netta. Miss Netta didn't go that far, did she?
No.
And Craig and Madison, they were covering her, and they went back and forth online. Netta never showed up. Netta never encouraged her followers to go find out where T.S. Madison is.
No.
So
No, you're right.
Certain people know how to play. Certain people don't. This is not. Some people use the internet as therapy. They feel like, because I'm behind the screen, there are no consequences and repercussions. This man was making verbal threats on her life and how he was going to do it and how he was going to go after the trans community. Have we not seen our HBCUs had to go on lockdown because somebody felt a certain type of way?
Absolutely.
It's the same way, just a different community.
I agree.
You know,
You're right.
I think that we need to take these serious. Even, I mean, Wiley, if anybody threatens you, you take that serious. You go and put that on paper. Don't let that slide. We got content creators in the Black tea sector that are in court. This is not fun, and the judges are cracking down on it.
Yeah, the judges are cracking down on you. You're right about that. Yeah. Thank you so very much for your opinion.
Okay. Can I give my opinion on? Let's see. What was it? You said Ray J got millions from Kim Kardashian. I'll sound off on that, then I'll sound on Erica Kirk, and I'll drop down.
Okay.
That's okay. So when it comes to Ray J and the Kardashians, I feel like the mom temperature Chris has been all about money. Ray J had told us that that wasn't the first take that they had did on the viral video. That was actually the second take, and she was actually right there watching it. And so I think that family over there, from OJ and the scandals and stuff, I just don't trust that family. I don't watch them. I try not to even subject myself to their reality. When it comes to Erica Kirk and she put out a cease and desist on him. It's fair use commentary as a parody, and people really need to get their lives in order. You know, playing with God and, you know, trying to pull the wool over our eyes is not going to work. Some of us out here are woke and we see underneath the veil. And I feel like she needs to do some soul searching, and she's a social climber. She's a social climber, and she's using what she got to get what she wants. That's it. That's all. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And also, thank you so very much. If anybody else want to call on, you're more than welcome. I did get an update on the Druski situation. If you did not see the skit, he made a skit about Erica Kirk. Allegedly, they're saying that Erica Kirk will sue Druski. I don't think that lawsuit gonna go anywhere. So that's why I put that in the title. I want to play the skit, but they were saying that Druski would send out copyright strikes. So we don't want to take that risk. Somebody else had called in. Let me call them back. We are live. So we are definitely gonna call them back. Hey, you had called in?
Yes.
Go ahead. I'm listening. Can you turn me down the background so they can hear you? Oh, well, let me turn them.
Yes. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, yes.
Yes. I was calling about the T.S. Madison.
Okay.
And the DL. I was calling because I feel like Tasha K, Michelle should help that boy with a lawyer. Somebody should help him with a lawyer to try to see what's going on.
Why do you think that T.S. Madison, Michelle, ATL, and Brown should help him with a lawyer?
Because they're on his side.
That's what you feel. You feel because they on his side, and stuff like that. Yeah, if not Michelle, definitely TS. I mean, no, definitely Tasha K should help with a lawyer.
I know her because they calling down there finding out what's going on. They should put some money on his books and help that boy get a lawyer.
Yeah, because allegedly they said if you put money on his book, T.S. Madison lawyers already got a court order to take it and to pay for her legal fees. That's just a rumor I heard allegedly. So I'm like, I don't know how true that is.
What?
Uh-huh.
That's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. I'm like, this is a mess. I'm like, because he's still locked up. Do you watch are you like a fan of the deal, which will like watch him and stuff and view him?
No, I don't watch him. I just know what's going on.
Okay, because you hear about it.
He was wrong by riding around up to that woman's house He was wrong for that.
Yeah, because they were saying in the that was wrong. But do you believe he should get right now some bond, or do you believe he should be in there for a year? Like, what's your thoughts on that?
He should get a bond. They should get that boy a bond. These people that did worse crimes than he did, and they got bond.
Yeah, because I'm like, he definitely should have a bond, and they should give him house arrest and give him rules. Don't be around T.S. Madison. Don't say anything about Dominique. Leave it alone and move on. But his fans is not making it better for him because they've been calling the jail. And according to the post that Dio Whisperer wrote on his team wrote on Facebook, that they've been mistreating him even more. So, because when I called the jail yesterday, I just asked them. I didn't say no names. I said, I have a brother. He's on a special diet. He's a vegan. And I didn't say his name. The reason why I didn't say his name because I don't want him to get mistreated in the jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's probably what they were saying on the page. They were literally saying on the page that he was getting mistreated because people have been calling the jail, exposing him. Like, whoa, okay. But thank you so very much for calling in, man.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye. So, okay, you said it's not true that they can't garnish unless they go to trial. All right. So that could, but that's I heard a rumor that said, "Listen, I'm on to report rumors. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just reporting rumors." I'm just giving you gossip. Hey, what's up? You live on the Wiley Show? You had calls?
Hi, Wiley. How are you?
Doing good.
Good. I hope you're doing good. I wanted to call and give a quick opinion, if I may.
Okay.
Okay, so here's what I feel, because I don't know the DL Whisperer, but I know that, him outing, in the closet men is his niche. And I really, really didn't pay attention to him until, he was on Tasha K. And only even seen a couple of minutes of that. But in terms of what's going on with T.S. Madison and him, I'm just going to give my opinion. And that's what I love about our community. Everybody can voice their opinions, although we may not agree wholly or, some partially, but I'm just going to tell you what I think just looking on the outside in. Now, we're coming too far away from being able to speak our minds, okay? If we have opinions on, people who are celebrity, whether they're celebrities that are A-list through Z-list, if you have opinions on them and, Cardi definitely set the tone for, what you say in terms of, incorrect information, using the word allegedly and that sort of thing. But I feel like, people like DL Whisperer and others should not be punished for the things that they say, okay? Unless you're threatening someone, I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to do that to you. And I'm going to use an analogy. It's like a child. If a kid comes up to a parent and says, so-and-so said that they was going to hit me. So-and-so came up to the table and said they was going to hit me. It's like, okay, but did they hit you? Did they touch you? Did the DL Whisperer, ring T.S. Madison's bell? I get it. It's very juvenile to even ride by someone's house. That is a threatening, thing to do and all of that. But I just don't feel like the boy should be in prison for that. You know what I mean? Or at least not for a long period of time. I think he definitely needs to learn a lesson from this. I do. But holding him without bail, upgrading charges to a hate crime, all of this is getting out of control.
Yeah, because
what you think, Wiley?
He's not in prison. I think it is getting out of control. Honestly, I think this is the reason why I think T.S. Madison is really pressing the gas and putting pressure on the prosecutor to upgrade the charges. It's because T.S. Madison, because Tasha K and Michelle Etienne is keep misgendering T.S. Madison. They're using the DL Whisper as a way to go after T.S. Madison. And T.S. Madison's like, okay, I can't get you women, but I'm going to get the DL Whisper. I'm going to shut down your guy. And
absolutely.
Yeah. And I think if they wanted to calm down and bring down the heat, even the statement that Tasha K made, she was misgendering all in that tweet and all that. So what do you think T.S. Madison going to do? I'm going to continue to press the gas on the DL.
Yes, absolutely. And it's a lot like what you and Arman talked about yesterday evening. It's not the same ballpark, but it's a lot like this. Now, if the DL Whisperer had went to another platform, let's just say, a creator who had, far less subscribers than Tasha K, it wouldn't be a thing. You know what I mean? It'll be like, oh, you know how he is. Oh, that punk ass boy. I ain't thinking about him. I'm this, I'm that. She wouldn't be thinking about it like that. But because it's, coming across a lot more phones, it's in a lot more algorithms, and it's embarrassing. So I think, no one deserves to be embarrassed at all, but what I don't like is the fact that why is it that, the people who are in the LGBTQ community, they get, and that's their beef. It's like they beefing with their own alphabets. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but that's their lane. They're beefing with each other. But the thing is why is it that they get to say whatever they want to say about, whoever, but if someone says something about them, it's like, oh, that's a hate crime. Oh, you need to be that's just not fair.
Well, it's not fair, but it's the law. Unfortunately, she's using the law to her advantage.
She is.
I think, honestly, DL Whisperer fans and supporters should donate to get him a better lawyer. Because you cannot tell me, even the crime that I committed, I had a bond, and mine was way more serious and went way more viral. So in this case, this man not having a bond, I think that is an injustice right there. At least if $10,000 bond, something to say, for the fans can come together with the coins or himself, because they already gave him 10,000. I think 10 or 11,000, but he has to spend money on a lawyer. And obviously, I don't think the lawyer doing a good job. Or maybe it's just the county that is in, because I heard it's a white, deep red Republican county. So yeah, it's just really something. But the women are using the DL Whisperer as a mouthpiece to say what they really want to say about T.S. Madison, but really can't, because they're going to be labeled as transphobic. So that's why T.S. Madison was like, okay, I'm already embarrassed. Y'all doing too much with this dude. I'm definitely going to press the gas and press all these charges. And not only just the T.S. Madison piece, you also got Dominique. So you have two restraining orders here. So you got two personality with resources that are making sure they're shutting down the DL Whisperer. And I don't think the DL Whisperer should even have his friend posting on his behalf on that page, because it's only going to add more issues and problems. I think, in my humble opinion, I don't think it's helping the situation.
Right. I agree, Wiley. I definitely agree. And because he is still young, he is still, learning. I feel like he do need to learn a lesson. You can't be allowing people to use you as a puppeteer and put batteries in your pack. And from, what people say about Tasha K, I mean, I'm sure she encouraged him to, say the things he said, and he just kept going and going and going. And we do have to learn when to press the brakes. If you want to be used as a puppet, then you do have to pay the piper. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's fair that you don't get your medicine. I don't think it's fair that you don't get proper representation. Like, we all should be able to get those things. You know what I mean? And like I said, T.S. Madison, one time I had heard her say what she said. She said when she had went into the courtroom, she was really feeling remorse, because she's like, here goes a boy who is in jail. Really, really see the sentiment on her. She was feeling empathy at its highest level for the DL Whisperer. But she said that he opened up his mouth and he started misgendering him. I mean, misgendering her. Lord, please forgive me, Lord. So he started misgendering her. And that's when she was like, oh, no, fuck that. I'm coming for him. And that is what I'm talking about. Like, if you can get on your platform and say that you coming for him because he misgendered you, what law is he breaking by saying that you was a him? Why is that against the law? That's what I'm saying. Like, they're hiding behind other laws and this is a hate crime. But you didn't think it was a hate crime from the beginning. You just thought, okay, that's a violation. I want a restraining order. And those are facts. I get that. But because you're not happy with people misgendering you, now people get to have upgraded charges. It's just it's something else to keep our eyes on. It's very interesting, and I think that this case is going to be a precedent, regardless of how it comes out.
All right, thank you so very much for calling in, and we will definitely keep y'all updated on it. Thank you, sis.
You're welcome. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Somebody else had, and I'm definitely gonna call them back on the air. I do see people are calling in. Moderators, if y'all could just post a number. I don't know if I have my moderators in the chat. I can just post it as well. We are live. The number is 9.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay. Let me get to the garage right quick. I wanted to talk to you. Okay. So the last caller that just called in, I'm a little concerned for her. And the reason why I say that I'm a little concerned for her is because whether if we want to acknowledge that T.S. Madison is a trans woman, that's still a woman. And that is a man. T.S. Madison is taking estrogen. She's not pumping no testosterone. That man was over there doing high karate chops, kicks in the air. He was throwing blows. He was giving a picture of what he was going to do. There is audio out there of him making those threats on the phone. Anytime that you make a threat, that's a threat. I mean, we can't. This is the problem. We got to stop coddling and we got to call out that it's a problem. Why is he acting like that? When he went to get out of jail or he went up to see the judge, they tell you this, if you make bail, you are not to contact the person. You are not to, through third party, you're not to make no messages. You're not to make no posts. And the hashtag was definitely that.
Yeah, so he did violate, but do you think he should serve a year, 2 years? Like, what do you think with considering the time he should get?
Well, I think what's happening is, you know what happened to Rihanna, right? Mm-hmm. We didn't see no videos of the girl talking about, oh, she's going to take her out and stuff like that. That's what makes it different. But I want to say people are off of their rocker. You cannot take it lightly. This man drove 2 hours. He was dedicated. 2 hours, Wiley. You had plenty of time to turn that car around. You had plenty of time to make a different decision. But see, it was the adrenaline. It was people gassing him up. And see, that's why you got to stop letting the supporters gas you up, because guess what? You behind bars. You losing 20 pounds. And what are they doing? They looking for the next person that's going to pick up where you dropped off at. You see what I'm saying? It's a cycle. When you look at it, these are Black people. She's just an entertainer just as well as he is an entertainer. She has her channel. She does her show. She covers topics. But I haven't seen her driving past nobody's house. I haven't seen her online saying, I'm about to come take you out. I'm about to come take out your whole community.
No, I feel you.
You see what I'm saying?
No, I feel you on that. Absolutely. I understand what you're saying about that. But what do you think he should get in time? 6 months, a year, 2 years? If you were the judge, what time would you give him if you were to give him any time for this?
I would give him up to a year because, first of all, you violated my orders. When you had come before me, you swore before me. You said you understood everything that I was saying. I made it very clear. I told you not to contact the party. You decided to do an interview and kick your leg back and make jokes and, make idle threats of taking a community out. And you are doing interviews and you're still talking about this woman. And that's in your paperwork. So you don't have no respect for the court. The court really looks at everything. They look at your behavior. They look at how you dress. You see what I'm saying? And the courts is nothing to play with. It's not a circus.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling and giving your point of view. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So again, guys, thank y'all for y'all support. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you, sis. Me personally, I think he should be released on house arrest and to trial. Okay. And I would give him an order: stay away from T.S. Madison, stay away from Dominique. You can only go out for 4 hours a week, 4 hours one day to go grocery shopping. That would be my order. Honestly, that would be my order. A $5,000 bond or his bill would be $5,000, and be out on house arrest. If you violate my order, then you have to wait and sit in jail until trial. That is what I would do if I were the judge, but I'm not the judge. So he is still locked up in jail. I would check to see if any post was written while I'm still here. I did check Tasha K page. I didn't see her posting to put money on his books. I didn't see that at all. So this is something. Did see that at all. Okay. To even put money on his books. Give me a second here. Yeah, call you on the air.
I'm sorry, Wiley. I'm calling back one more time.
Okay.
I had another point that I wanted to add in. I wanted to add in the fact that with Miss Mary being in that house, I believe that's why the judge isn't going to let Oh Boy out. And then Oh Boy did an interview, and he's, trying to go up against the judge. When you are behind bars, you don't need to be talking to nobody but your attorney. And they have it to where he could have it to where his attorney can come and talk to him in person. If he doesn't feel comfortable on the phone, I think somebody should have warned him about that. But it just shows that he just wants to get back out. He just wants to get free. This time, is he going to amp up his antics? Because now it's going to be a big party. We know how Black people do. Oh, our friend just got out. Let's give him a party. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, you're playing with the courts.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like,
I hear
when you play with the courts and you communicate with your lawyer, why are there still viral phone calls of you talking about this woman surfacing? So anything that she hears, it's a trigger for her. It's a trigger for her mom. It goes against the protective order. Now, I don't know, but Tasha K, if this goes into a RICO, well, let's just say he did hurt her. This would be a RICO. Tasha would be in some trouble, and Michelle would be in some trouble. Now, I want to say this. Michelle and Madison went to court years ago. Michelle said she wanted Madison to stay away from her, this, that, and the third. But if you look at that woman's channel, every time Madison does something, she gets that info. When Madison and Kaya went their separate ways, she stepped in there and she thought her career was going to be leveled up. If anybody got leveled up, Kaya and T.S. Madison, they worked good together. But I do agree, it was some spirits that Larry Reed then was over there. I feel where Kaya was coming from now. Do you see where Kaya was coming from? She said, them demons, you got them demons over there. Because remember, Larry came over trying to fix her audio and stuff for her show. And Kaya was like, let's just keep the iPad. It's been working good for us.
Yes, I definitely remember that for that piece. But thank you so very much. But you did say he should get a year behind bars.
I think, hold on, let me expound on that. I think that he should get a little bit more, because now he's in there trying to put the judge up against her family. He's exposed that the judge has a son or a nephew. They live together. See, he's stirring the pot like Tina's gumbo. But I'm out.
Okay, thank you so very much. Me honestly, I believe that Michelle and T.S. Madison both were going at it. I don't think Michelle Words is hoping the deal whisper. Neither is T.S. Keith said T.S. Neither is Tasha K Words helping the deal whisper. When I emailed T.S. Madison on yesterday, and I never talked to the DL Whisperer. I want to make that plain again for the people that are listening. Never talked to this man, never communicated with nobody on his team, family, nothing. Okay. But I sent an email to the DL, not the DL. I sent an email to TS Madison, and I want to read it here. I said, hey, Maddie, I'm wondering what would it take for you to withdraw your RO on DL Whisperer. I am not speaking on the behalf of DL Whisperer. I'm just asking because he is being mistreated in jail. This is what TS Madison team responded back. Hello, please do not mention our company email regarding any legal matters involving the DL Whisperer. Madison is pursuing this through legal system and trust the legal process. Any communication regarding this will be turned over to our team's lawyer. That is what her team member have said. Of course, I did also reach out. I said I would love to interview T.S. Madison. Please let me know when she's available. She responded, we respectfully declined. So, that's how that go. We didn't reach out for an interview. But again, we are definitely hurt that the system has failed the DL Whisperer. I do believe he need another chance at house arrest and a bond. I always agree. But I don't think he should just sit there for trial. Okay, that's the correct price, even though she full of it. So I tried to get him. What would it take to her to withdraw the RO? And I just asked a question as media. And because he's been mistreated in jail. But of course, she said she will send it over to her lawyer. So that's just how that go. And yeah, so again, we want to thank y'all. Excuse the noise in the back. Somebody's birthday is today, so we want to say happy birthday to our niece. It's her birthday. Okay, and love y'all. Love y'all for y'all support. Anybody else want to call in? That's good. Anybody else want to call in? Let me know. Now I'm gonna post the our wish list, and then we're gonna get up out of here. We do have a wish list that we need to help us with the quality of the show, and to make it better and better sound, better crystal clear way. We do have a wish list. And I'm going to show it to you all really quickly, and I'm going to post it in the chat. We need your support. We need your support for that. Give me a second. We need your support. Let's do a little screenshot. Let's take the number down here. Then we're going to go because we've been on here almost 2 hours, which was good. Which was a good Saturday show, wasn't it? A good set of, so we will try to go live tomorrow too. Hopefully it's something to talk about. Like it's no shade. Hopefully it's something to talk about. Okay, so we have the microphone, we have the HDMI stream switcher, we also have the camera stand, and we also have headphones. So we need these items, you guys, to help us with the show. If you can help us, please contribute. And also, if you want to send a cash app, our cash app is Wiley Show 1990. We also have Apple Pay, and the Apple Pay is 773-641-8742. You can text me directly, the Apple Pay. And also, you can, if you need to be notified when we go live, you can text the number 773-641-8742, and we will keep you all notified. So let me see. They say I don't have any kids, but from niece to nephews, I can't imagine I spend so much money on them till I don't even think their parents spend as much as I do. What? Yes, y'all in the chat. Yeah, did y'all enjoy the show today? I believe house arrest is efficient. Yes. So I'm just saying, did y'all enjoy the show today? Look, every time I saw this, let's all go to the store and see all the commotion, turn around. You did right. That's what Kirk was trying. Did y'all enjoy the show? Wasn't it a good show today? Today was a good show. Yes, it was a good show today. Thank y'all so very much. We was up and about. I look and see what you need. Wiley, happy birthday to your niece and nephew. Yes, thank you. Thank you. We need that for the show. We need that for the show. We need it for the show. And I also would play a clip that I'm getting dragged because of Arman Wiggins and I Arman came on our show. And so for the last 30 minutes, I think I want to play that episode of us. Do I have that? He had came on the show. Okay, go ahead. Okay, and I'm just going to play that. Why not? It was a good show. They said you love Get a Drag, and we were. Do I have it here? And we'll go ahead, Arman.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear. Can y'all hear Arman Wiggins real good? Let me know if y'all hear him.
Okay, go ahead.
You still gotta be playing in the background so they can hear you.
Let me turn you down in the back.
Okay.
Turn it down.
Like loud.
Okay, I get to see the whole live because I was uploading my shit, my stuff. But I want to say, because I'm seeing a lot of people saying that I'm obsessed with Tasha K because I'm even like reading your title here. And can I just say this? All's fair in love and war. This woman, because I know she's going to watch your video and she'll try to play into this narrative. This woman, why do we forget that this woman comes at me unwarranted every chance she can get through past friends, through content creators? She's thrown drug allegations on me. She's done interviews and made them about me. You just broke a story where she interviewed Michelle Etielian and brought me up. So for the people who want to know why I'm on her neck, this woman goes on her app and still discusses me. And Wiley, I find out through you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes or no?
Absolutely, 100%. She did. They still be talking about you. And not only that, she'd have a backup lifestyle channel, and she was talking about you in that live.
That's what I'm saying. So everybody like, well, he goes in on such a great, the thing is, girl, I'm the one that talks about her and makes everybody feel it. And we get the views, and it's a key. It's not obsessed. She does the same thing to me, babe.
I agree.
But I get more views talking about her than she get more views talking about me. Even when she made her own interview, I got more views reviewing her interview than she got on her interview. Let's be clear.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So this is not an Arman bash and Tasha K, and I'm jealous because Nicki Minaj gave Tasha K some money. I don't need Tasha K's or Nicki Minaj's 3,000 beans, whatever that is. And let's be clear, whatever money Tasha K get, I'm word on the curb is she give Cardi B 60% of that.
Wow.
So even if she sells that house, she's got to give Cardi B 60% of that profit, that $835,000.
Wow.
Okay? So ain't nobody worried about Tasha K. Girl, she's going to get dragged to eternity. And we're on her neck. Just like she drags me every chance she gets.
Yeah, because she be making it seem like you be saying all this stuff, but no, she brings your name up.
She brings me up.
Yeah.
And why does everybody forget this year alone, or maybe it was the end of last year, I thought we made peace. The woman started trying to attack me on Twitter. Absolutely. And I wouldn't engage.
Facts.
Do you remember that, Wiley?
I remember that. And then she had the audacity to try to block you, and y'all were cool because then she came on your spaces.
Yeah. And what I think is very interesting is people always try to say, oh, well, you're scared of Cardi B. You're damn right I'm scared of Cardi B. Cardi B got the power. She's got the industry on her side and everybody. There was a live video that Cardi B did, and she said that she was scared of the government. I don't know if you guys remember that on Spaces, but she was like, I'm not playing with them because this is the federal government and I don't got time for my plane or nothing to disappear. Cardi B is my federal government. She's moving in spaces and I don't need her playing with me, sending her lawyers, spending her money, attacking me, just like she didn't want the government coming after her. I'm not Tasha K. You guys won't get me into that. We're going to talk about it. I'm not battling Cardi B on a egotistical level. I'm not battling no celebrity at that level. What a smart person does, they level up their platform and they get to a point where they have power. I'm not battling you from a powerless standpoint. That's stupid. Look at Tasha K. She's even more powerless than when she started. It's dumb. So y'all not gonna gas me up with that. Tasha K can get dragged by her shortcut, her left hit, and everything in between, because I tried to make peace with that person. And I think it's just so interesting that the subscribers, the community, is two things that can happen. Oh, when Tasha K drags Arman and he responds, now Arman is obsessed. Or when Tasha K makes homophobic rhetoric, it's fine. She can do it in interviews. She can do it on her platform. Wiley, could you imagine if I went on my platform and said, you know what, Wiley, I don't think that you should ever. If I told you right now, like, Wiley, we have to stick together, I would never work with a Black woman like that. That's like a Tasha K, because they're very angry. They get possessive and all these, whatever it is. Could you imagine how many videos will be made?
A lot of videos. He don't like Black women. All his audience is Black.
They can get on their platforms and say, don't work with gays.
Yeah.
They're nasty, they're this, they're that. And spew all this rhetoric. Tasha K does that all day. Oh, those gay men. I wouldn't even say those Black women. But could you imagine if I did?
If you would, they will eat you up for days and weeks and stuff like that. Because it took you years to get over the OG situation, and it's still
they still drag it. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm over it. At that point, I don't care. But it's the point that it's the double standard and it's phony and it's BS. Tasha K is no victim, just like the Deal Whisperer and nobody else. Tasha K, I have left her alone for years. She always comes knocking on my door. So you know what? I finally answered.
Facts. And then Tasha K want people to talk about her, and I will never forget it. She interviewed Michelle Taylor Brown. Arman reviews the interview, the segment when they were talking about him. Not Michelle Taylor Brown, Malago Grams. And your video did more in viewership than Tasha. Now Tasha said
she sent me not that she didn't send me a cease and desist, but she sent me a takedown request. So she was going to copyright my video.
Yes.
Because my video was going to hit 100,000 views, and hers hadn't hit 100,000 views yet.
No.
So I cropped that part out.
It was nowhere near 100,000. I was like, wow, Arman review did it. You had gave some good content, and she got mad and jealous and like, oh, take it down. Now, mind you, she let the video be up for days because she thought, oh, his video not going to do better, outperform mine. But it did.
Yes.
It did. And then she make an announcement like, oh, I didn't know he did that. No, you were mad.
The reason why Tasha K don't like me, because nobody she put up against me could beat me.
Absolutely.
Nobody.
And you said if you made Arman Wiggins make another one. That's what
she haven't.
And she haven't. No.
She hasn't.
No. And that's eat up. And then she said, I'm going to do a lot.
That dirty, slew-footed, balding that, flop. Complete flop.
Yeah, she tried. She really wants people to go against you. Nobody have done it and won. She always bring you up, even in the Michelle one. Like, why bring you up? Why say something? It's like she was trying to bait even Michelle. Now, Michelle did not take the bait, but Milagro did. But Tasha is following your blueprint. You do lifestyle, you do vlog. Now she said, I'm going to do a lifestyle. I'm going to do a vlog. This is my lifestyle channel.
Really?
Yeah, she have like a lifestyle channel where she talk about cleanse and fast. I was like, Arman Wiggins been did all this. Look how watching Arman Wiggins. Like, what? So I wanted you to get into her court.
I didn't take this card really quick.
Okay. All right. So she said, yeah, I'm doing a fast and I'm doing a cleanse and I'm doing a fast and stuff like that. I'm like, Arman Wiggins said he was doing a 60-day cleanse. Look how to take his blueprint. That was like, she paid people to watch. They watching this live now. I'm on a cleanse. And then it went to none but mad. So I go into the live
I'm just going to the live because I'm like, oh, let me see, see what she's talking about. And then I said, I like to be on the fence, being very nice. It was like, hey, Wiley in here. And like, before I knew it, baby, that moderator, and then Tasha K was clicking on the button to block me. I said, it's not a hurry because I'm still talking about what was being said. Now, what we need y'all to do, share this live. Thumbs up, share, thumbs up. We have Arman Wiggins on the air, and this is the only show where you'll be able to hear him today talking about this situation. Okay? Definitely. Okay? Cool. So yeah, definitely talk about it. It's like we are here live of the situation, and like people was trying to bait Arman to talk about Cardi B. I was like, no, he's not going to get some machine. And he's right, because don't do it. Because Cardi do have a machine. And she have resources. So he's not taking the bait. And he handled that situation very well because she was like, I know what apartment you live at and all that. She was going in on Arman. She was talking to Angela Yee, and Arman did not take the bait. He did not go and try to call her out and dog her and stuff like that. He played it the right way. Because if you want to be successful in the industry, you got to know how, thank you. You got to know how to pick your battles. I'm going to say it again. You got to know how to pick your battles. Why would you get in a battle with Cardi when you know you're going to lose? Tasha K got in a battle with Cardi and she's losing. Now she have 1, 2, 3 YouTube channels. She has to do content on. Then she has to do hours on Zoom, hours on the app. There's only 24 hours a day. Then she have a machine of people posting on her community wall, on her X page, on her Instagram, and all the resources. She paying a bare minimum of 40% of her income, sending it to Cardi B.
Hello.
Yeah. Arman Wiggins is back on the air. Go ahead, Arman. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry. That was my doctor telling me to come in and get my prep shot bag, my medication, my prep.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So I can take that call. Boom. The results are in.
The results are in. And, okay. If y'all don't know what prep, you cannot be positive and be on prep. So prep is to protect you, to keep that negative status, especially if you still want to be out on the streets and stuff like that. It's best to have prep because it protects you. Not only gay people can be on prep, but straight people can be on there as well. Yeah, especially since you're outside and all that stuff like that, dealing with the glittering boy and all that. So yeah. But people was mad at Arman. They were mad at you because you were talking about Tasha K, her fans, like, why? I'm like, she's a trending topic. And then you was the one, let me show you, Arman, you did a live and you talked about her house being for sale. Now, mind you, I didn't know it until I heard it from you and it went viral. That next day, Tasha K had to do damage control. Oh, yes, I need to sell my house. I'm doing this. Y'all need to buy it. But she wouldn't have said nothing like that if it wasn't for you doing that broadcast.
That information has been out for weeks.
Right.
It was all on Lipstick Alley. I just decided that I was going to talk about it. And when I talked about it, she reacted. Like she always does. But my thing with her is, Tasha K, keep acting like he was given 27 days and this, that, and the third. Have you noticed that now she tries to claim me like I was a part of her mentorship her?
Absolutely.
No, girl. Remember, you're not valid. Like, and the thing is, though, she does this thing where she'll say Bondi Blues and she'll say Storm's name. I don't need her to say my name. And she'll act like she's not saying my name. Bitch, I don't need you to validate me, girl. Stop trying to claim me as part of your roster. You didn't make me, girl. The problem is, though, I was already in, and now you want to be attached to my success, just like that other guy that was trying to work with me. I didn't understand that concept, but these people aren't your friends. They want to be able to say, look what I made, look what I did. You didn't do that for me. You didn't come paint my walls. You didn't come have me sit on your platform and host your show. You didn't bring me as a podcast. I've never met you in person. So, girl, you're right.
she never send you a $3,000 a light. She never send you a camera because she was saying because she did a live and she said I did all this stuff for these people. But Tasha, you doing it for your own. You want them to defend you and be your mouthpiece.
I tell this story all the time.
Yeah,
and her husband was telling her to stop promoting me, girl. So what? Like, what do you mean? Like, she was not even trying to promote me.
Yeah, and I think if she would have brought you on the app, you would have outshined everybody that went on
there. They knew that. They know the vibes. And I'm not competing with her because at the end of the day, she's a woman. I don't compete with women. But at the same time, Tasha K, I'm not worried about you. The difference is, girl, you can't make me. I am this.
Absolutely. And then
this is where I'm supposed to be. And it might be who you're supposed to be too. But girl, hello, nice to meet me. I was doing this before I knew you. No shade.
Facts.
Like, girl, so, like I said, I don't have no beef with her. But I'm not staying off her. I need to stay on mine. So, girl, let's play. I don't really care. It doesn't really faze me. But girl, you want to play an algorithm game, girl? You want to wake it up? Let's go ahead and play games.
Because you definitely doing it. And you said, why did you make a statement? You said Tasha K, no one should take her course. Because you disagree with people taking her course.
I don't know why you still might do it. Would you take her course?
No, because again, her course, it don't make sense. She make it seem like shit. This doesn't make sense. $250 I'll show you on the community wall. That's not gonna bring viewership over there. That's a waste. $500. Now, if she say, hey, Wiley, I'll be on your show for 30 days, then why might send her $250 so I can make that money back having her on the show. But just sharing it on her community wall, that's not gonna work. She just recently did a podcast, no offense, I'm not gonna say no names of the blogger, and they did a broadcast about real estate. That video only got 2,000 views, and she shared on her community wall. It didn't get no.
She's been working with that African man for about 10 years.
Right.
That's her cousin, uncle, brother, somebody. Okay. But Wiley, my thing is this, and this is now I'm not even roasting and dragging. I'm just being like realistic. Tasha K's platform is dead. I know people on the outside look, oh, she got 100,000. Tasha K influence is dead, okay? People, no matter, even if she's right or wrong in some cases, Tasha K is perceived as a liar that owes Cardi B $4 million. She's a joke, number one. Okay, number two, you have 1,100,000 subscribers. The math is not mathing. For me to personally, you add all of that together, and we get it. Sometimes the algorithms, they act funny. So, sometimes the views don't add up to the subscribers because it happens to me too. I'm not even going to do that one. But at the same time, what are you really going to teach me? If you really pay attention to Tasha K, everybody that Tasha K has got in contact with, there becomes a problem. Either they fall out or they end up broke or in jail or in some type of legal drama. You got me, Storm, Bondi, whatever, there was a fallout. On the other side, there's Milagro Graham, Dio Whisper, legal troubles, loss. Where's the success? The head of she has a $4 million debt. What are you going to teach me? There's no success. Are you kidding me? Like, people, you see the lighting, you see my husband is. She's not going to teach you that. That's what you want to learn. She's going to teach you that because then that sets you at the right level. Because that's all. If I was to ever take her course, teach me how to set my studio up with the right overhead lighting, how to do the cameras, and how to build the team. She's not going to teach you that. She's not going to teach you that. So it's no point. Teach me how to register all of my stuff. You know what I mean? How to really build a brand from the ground, from the foundation. Do I need to get an LLC? Do I need to get an S Corp? Do I need to get a C Corp? What do I need to do? Teach me copyright. No, the only thing you could teach me, which you're probably not going to do, is how not to get sued. That needs to be lesson one. But she don't know that. because everybody that she's attached to now is sued in law, or they've gotten restraining orders and violated, and they're locked up. Tasha K, it starts with you giving her money. I believe in energy. I'm not going to pay into a foundation that's in $4 million of debt, because now I'm saying that's what I'm sowing my energy into. I want to be broke too. Absolutely not. I'd rather go play Kung Fu with Larry Reid and Conscious TV than pay Tasha K to be my mentor. Are you kidding me?
I agree, because Larry Reid paid his Kung Fu. Yeah, Larry Reid paid his mentor Bishop Bernard Jordan about $4 million, close to a couple of $1 million he gave him. So that if anybody want to take a course, that's something like, how do you build this multi-million-dollar enterprise? But Tasha, she have a lot of debt, and now she doing GoFundMe's and she doing all of that. And how did that make you feel when she did the GoFundMe? Because remember, it was a time when Tasha K said, I'm not doing a GoFundMe. I don't ask my supporters I don't beg for donations. We do all this. Like, she was really saying that for years. And now she's singing a different tune.
Well, there was an audio that was leaked that she said that she did the GoFundMe out of spite. But her fans are so damn dumb, they don't even see that she be using them. And Tasha K's, here's the thing, and I got a couple more minutes because then I got to go because I got to go to the gym. But she's so miserable and she's so hurt. The thing is, she knows how to put on a good poker face online because, she knows that we're going to drag her. But she's freaking pissed. She's angry. She feels slighted. She's resentful. And she feels stupid. She's embarrassed. And that's why she doesn't like me. Because I thought we was getting to a place of calm and cool, but she's still so resentful and angry. There's never going to be a resolve because I tore her ass up. And rightfully so, because she's a big liar. Riley, you was on that live when she sat up there and lied like that on Spaces.
She did. She made it seem
and
like...
you didn't even say nothing. And you let her lie like that.
Yeah, I was outside, and so, but what can I do to fact check? She always lie, like
because nobody else knew what was going on. I'm like, girl, come up here.
Okay,
and you let her lie like that. I'm like, why would you not say what really happened?
And I'm like, she do lie. She make it seem like, I gave you all this viewership. I gave you all this. I said, that's a lie. That is a lie.
Somebody said 10 years later, and you're still hating on Tasha K, talking about her. She lives everywhere, and she'll soon be on TV while you're hating.
Arman, I've already been on TV. Oh, okay.
Hold on. Yeah, I've been on TV. But who do you think will be on TV first? Again, me or Tasha K? I bet you it'll be me.
Yep.
Does anybody want to put a bet in the chat? I got $1,000, bitch. Who on it? I promise you to be me first. You want a wage? Do you want a wage? Does anybody want to bet? And Wiley, you know I'm right.
You're right. Yeah, that's a loser bet because you have already, your resume speaks for itself.
Well, actually, we're shooting the last episode today.
Congratulations.
So that's where I have to go.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm shooting the last episode today. So I don't have to be jealous of nobody, babe. My contract has been signed already.
You
have
every right.
Thanks. Just because I don't go announcing everything and telling everybody, I can't. I'm under contract.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's how you do it. I mean, you did a documentary, you had news coverage, you was #1 commentator with the Diddy stuff. You opened doors for bloggers to get television coverage. Even let's go back. You even did a documentary, even got Milagro Grams on a documentary. So your resume speaks for itself. It speaks for itself. You had a whole exclusive contract. Well, now that's TV. You did that. She saw you moving and shaking in radio. Now she want to move and shaking in radio. Everything that she's trying to do, you have already did it. And
I've already done it. I've been in a bigger radio market than Tasha K. I've been on a bigger television market than Tasha K. The biggest television thing Tasha K has done was Wild 'N Out. Are you kidding me? Hater, are you dumb? You better go Google my resume. And the only write-ups she's had that are publications and any press that she does, this is why you guys are so stupid. So when I actually take my, when I roll out my, y'all probably want to go ahead and sign up for that because you guys are dumb. The reality is, you're looking at Tasha K even do these janky radio interviews, these podcasts. What are they talking to her about? Money that she owes? Being sued? That's her claim to fame? That's her rollout? When she's going to promote? That's the only place she goes. I don't care if it's Baller Alert, iHeart, TMZ, anywhere. She's talking about the $4 million deficit. That's not a flex. You're famous for being dumb, getting sued, and putting your family into debt. And you think I'm jealous of that? You think I'm jealous of having to put a GoFundMe up and sell my house that I lived in for a year? You think, listen, I get up and do what I want to do. I'm on the phone with Wiley. I'm going to go to the gym, get here, film my show, do another show, and get with my business meeting people and get going. I'm not finna overwork. And I live in Los Angeles. Rent is very high. Let's be very clear here. I'm not going out and begging people on them to do this for $250, do this and panhandling my platform just to buy some brand. I'm not jealous of Tasha K. For what? She don't have nothing that I want. I would never want to switch positions with her. She could never be, she is worldwide known as the person that has lost the lawsuit in owe Cardi B $4 million. Forever. Forever. Are you? Somebody said, I wish Black creators would come together or truly. Listen, you guys should start saying that to her when she mentions me in her interviews that are supposed to be about somebody else. You should say that to her when I try to make peace and she tries to drag it. Wiley, am I right or wrong?
No, you're right.
I didn't have was talking about me in the Michelle ATL interview until I seen your video.
Yep, she did. And she do this because she want people to dish you and she can add on to pile on. She did it with Milagro-grams. And she feels the type of way. She, of course,
and where's Milagro-grams now?
In that, and fighting appeal.
Not even the debt. You don't even see her here from this. She still do content.
Yeah, she just now got back into the groove. It took her a while. You know, she's going through it. And then she take pictures and of her like have.
I don't even see her digital imprint anymore. The last thing I see was her she came because she thought I got the Hot 97 and she vanished.
And then she said, I was crying, I'm hurt. Why did he get the opportunity? And that's not even speaking about the Hot 87, the low viewership. I said, wow, that's worse than the previous people that they had hired. I was just on Hot. I'm gonna do a full breakdown of that, you guys, with this new host that they got. Low viewership is worse than the previous host that they had on there. The ratings, according to the
I
online.
just think it's hilarious how people love to throw out jealousy, and it's like, have you ever thought maybe Tasha K is jealous of me?
She is.
I got freedom.
Ain't no maybe. She is. It shows in her actions.
It's just so interesting to me how everybody thinks I need to be jealous. What am I jealous of? Her number of subscribers? Because what has she done? Out of everybody, if you really want to get into this black tea sector and this, that, and the third, and I have on the grand scheme of things, and this is no shade to nobody, I have
Arman, you was breaking up a little bit.
influential. Come on.
Yeah.
It's no shade. It's my imprint outside of YouTube is more than all of them.
Absolutely.
So what do I need to be jealous of any hope for?
Absolutely.
I haven't seen nobody doing what I've done that's bigger than me.
Just like the guy on Joe Budden podcast said, nobody can do it like you. You're the best in what you do in this sector.
So what do I need to be jealous? I'm the smallest in numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And girl, I have carried nationwide. Single-handedly had the girls flying out, booking trips to the Diddy shit every week. People were just creating YouTube channels to become reporters because they saw me there. It got to a point where I had to go and file a restraining order because I started getting stalkers. And you think I'm jealous of somebody? These people attached to me. It's no shade.
Absolutely. I'm with you when you're right. And you have
it's no shade. Like, girl, no shade. I've had to go file whole police reports on people. And continuously having to file police reports because they think that they can get around the system.
Again,
you know what I'm saying?
I agree 1,000%. And even with Milagro case, you brought so much eyeballs to that case. Before you went, it was dry.
Nobody was talking about that dry ass case until I got there, Wiley.
Absolutely. I saw it. Your people said, we want you there. They sent their donation. You went there and you brought the entertainment factor to that case. You brought the talent.
First of all, and I don't care what nobody say, even cases that I don't go to, Candy Burris just did an interview and said bloggers were logging in to her Zoom court case trying to report back the. Where do you think they got that from? Everybody's trying to have an Arman Wiggins Diddy moment.
Facts.
Arman Wiggins, Megan Thee Stallion, and Tory Lanez. Everybody's now trying to be at the courthouses now.
Facts. Everybody. Uh-huh.
Everybody. And guess what? I'm not worried about it. If I was jealous, I'd have been running out, trying to be the first one at every courthouse, run out. You see how I do? I know it's nobody. It's nobody. I'm not worried about my storytelling, my talent. It will speak for itself. I'm not threatened by no one in the space because, Wiley, we were doing this in 2016 before I was getting on even YouTube. Absolutely. You was telling me to get on YouTube. I didn't care.
Yeah, you was definitely doing major numbers on Facebook. Absolutely. You was having people get mad at you on Facebook. And you was considered monetized before that whole thing went popular. You had commercials playing in the live. You go on commercial break. That was like the beginning stages of like Facebook and their monetization. So again,
and let's be clear, this has always happened to me. Tasha K tried to bring up Jacob Kohiner. You remember what happened with that?
Absolutely.
I tell the people what happened with that.
Absolutely. He was definitely making a coin, didn't pay you a dime, didn't want to give you credit or your social media. Then he tried to make it seem like you was the bottom of the barrel.
It's important to know you did not understand the concept of YouTube yet.
Absolutely.
So we didn't know when he was pulling my videos down off of my Facebook and uploading them on his YouTube, he was making money. I didn't understand copyright.
No.
And then you had me go on your show to be talent, and because you knew how to produce and edit, right? I had no idea that the whole thing is because my storyline was what it was true. Like I was coming up as a, independent media, and he tried to embarrass me because I didn't really have the resources or money at that time. And so he had a bunch of these old Atlanta queens up there, like kind of laughing and playing in my face because I thought I was going to be something in media. And how the tables have turned.
The tables have turned. Absolutely.
So, and where's your girlfriend, Justin J? Fat, stinking somewhere?
Doing lives, doing their videos, and doing. He's doing more lives now.
Block. I surpassed her. She had a 10-year head start on me on YouTube. Girl, I ain't seen that lady nowhere. Flop. She's still mad at the world because of her own situation that she put herself in. I'm sure. Flop, sloppy. Next. Yeah, this. I don't give a damn though. I'm getting ready to go to the gym, so now I'm hearing. Why what? There.
I'm here, and I hear your point. And speaking about Justice J and all those people you have surpassed.
That fat nasty hair came for me.
You was breaking up a little bit, Arman. I don't know if you can hear. You was breaking up a little bit.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Go ahead. I can hear you now.
That fat nasty heifer came for me. Huh?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I hear you.
Okay, yes, that fat nasty heifer came for me when I was on Facebook. She has 65,000 stinking ass followers. And Wiley, you said she's dragging you in this dirty V-neck. I said, who is this?
Yes.
And then guess what I always do? Arman's track record is the same. I tried to make peace with her too. It didn't work. I always try to make peace with these people. They don't want peace with me.
Yeah. Especially when they're not confident in their spot and think that you're going to take their spot, not knowing that everybody can eat. So, yeah. You did try to make peace with Justice J, and he didn't want it. He refused it.
He didn't want it. Because my thing is, I don't even know you to beef with you.
Facts.
That decrepit scum. But either way, she's not even relevant in 2026. How the tables have turned.
You are definitely leading in this black tea sector, And
I'm not even trying to be leading. I'm trying to figure out, I'm just trying to do me. But I'm just saying, don't push me to have to say what it is.
And then,
you get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because I'm not even trying to lead or be better than or any of that. I just know what it is.
And you're doing it without having 1 million subscribers. A lot of people think you need 1 million subscribers to make things work. No, you have more influence than people with 1 million subscribers.
Absolutely.
So you don't need 1 million subscribers to have heavy influence. When you bring up Tasha and Arman, the influence, just that conversation, and if you're not jealous or hated, you have to give it to Arman Wiggins. His resume and what the impact that you did in a short amount of time that you did it, you have to give it to. And you're doing it without having a team of, she got a nanny, she got her friends with her, she got assistants and all she got.
Wiley, I want to tell you something. The reason why you're good, because sometimes you don't be making sense of how you but you're funny. You know what I'm saying? You have a perspective and a point of view still, and and you remember things and you break things down. Right?
Absolutely.
I'm good. Like, you're a good storyteller, like me. Now you might embellish, but the Kung Fu line had me out.
But that's the truth. That Kung Fu line, that is the truth. Bitch, I didn't make that up. I was watching Women Crazy. He said
Kung Fu is crazy.
They was doing Kung Fu in the bed, and the dude got on top of him. He was in the bed. That actually happened. I didn't make that up.
This man talking about they playing Kung Fu with two big old men in the bed. Kung Fu is crazy. You hear me? I want some Kung Fu this weekend. Okay?
Oh, Lord.
Now, what I'm saying is, though, if you really dig deep down, and you can look at all your favorite content creators, whoever, pick somebody, and just start. Don't look at the numbers. Don't look at the views. Look at, if they're your favorite, understand why they're your favorite. And you'll understand this. I am not competing with Tasha K because Tasha K cannot tell a story better than me. That's my secret weapon. I am the best at that, in my opinion. I feel like my storytelling doesn't matter if I'm doing a story time, doesn't matter if I'm doing a vlog, it doesn't matter if I'm giving you the tea. I know how to tell a story, and my imagination is crazy. So there's that. Tasha K, what makes me good and separates me from Tasha K, why she's not my competition, or a lot of these other girls. Some of these people are just boring, number one. But Tasha K she really doesn't have a perspective. It's just, I'm going to spill tea. So there's really no depth. There's no story. It's all comes from, I'm going to expose you, but I'm just telling everybody your business. I'm just dropping, hey, I'm going to tell everybody, like, I'm not really giving you any, like, flair. There's no color to it except I'm angry, and here it is. You'll throw in a joke. You'll tell a story behind it. You'll break down the history of Tasha K's like, and it comes from a place where this person upset me, and I'm telling them off. And so it's like, girl, you don't really even have a point of view. Why do you feel this way? What makes you think this way? Why, like, what? We get the tension point, but what's the overarching theme? Like, what is the reason? Why are we here? What are your thoughts behind this? Why do you feel the way that you feel? Why are you so passionate about it? Like, what's the story here? Where's the breakdown? She doesn't give you any of that. All she does is give you the mess. That's it.
Absolutely.
If you really get into her, all she does is tell people's business. But there's not a real, like, I don't know, like, you just got to really get into it.
And she's not known for, like, her opinions. You're known for your opinions and shifting the culture. She's known just exposing a celebrity.
Yes.
And but your opinion
so guess where the true power is.
Absolutely.
I can get online with no thumbnail and still get 80,000 views.
Facts.
Because people want to hear, what did I think? See,
Absolutely.
The difference between me and Tasha K has to break the story. I don't have to break the story, but they come to me and I can get the same amount of views or somewhere near close because, okay, here's the difference. Tasha K would have to break a story on Nicki Minaj to get 1 million views. I don't.
No.
I can give my opinion and get the same 1 million views off the story that Tasha K broke about Nicki. I don't have to put myself in the gutter to break. I put myself in a position to where I will critically think. I'll give my opinion. I'll do a breakdown. She has to break a story. She has to put news out.
Right. And then
people don't care what she thinks.
Right. And all her
This is why Joe Budden is so powerful. He doesn't break a single story, but you care about what he thinks. Wendy Williams wasn't breaking stories when she got on TV, but every time a story broke, you wanted to know, what does Wendy think? There's the power.
Absolutely. And she kept saying, I don't need celebrities to give you. Yes, you do. Like, even let's go to her show, you guys. Remember she did her live show and she said she's doing comedy. All it was her doing commentary on a projector with celebrities, talking about celebrities. It wasn't like Monique or like Steve Harvey or Bernie Mac just having jokes. She was just doing regular commentary and it wasn't funny.
I saw that. I'm like, so this was the comedy show? This was ass.
That's what it was.
It was, and I wasn't even hating on her. Like, I was like, oh, okay, so she's not really doing comedy. She's just talking about people, like, in the same celebrity drama way. But
she sold it like she on stage for an hour just telling jokes like she just hilarious. Or like Simone. Because I love your breakdown that Tasha K thinks she's Simone. You said that. No, she can't break stories anymore because people are not sending her information like that. She just makes stuff up, or she go to Lipstick Alley and see what they're posting and then make it seem like she's breaking this story. That's what she's doing. Or she ambulance chaser, like with the Boosie situation. Arman don't need to interview Boosie, accuse her. He can just talk about it and give his thought, and it shakes the culture. And in some cases, it get more.
That's why she's mad.
That's why. Yes.
Listen.
Yes.
Listen. I would get Cardi B mad off of a single tweet.
Absolutely.
But mind you, it's not an exposing tweet. It's not a dragging tweet. It's a tweet of me asking a question. Do people like Cardi B for Cardi B, or
they like her to spite
Nicki? Like her when they don't like Nicki Minaj? 1 million views.
And 1 million views, and Cardi seen that, and she went on a whole rant. And then
I had the whole continent of Africa calling themselves uppity Africans. To this day, you can type in uppity African on Africa and on Twitter. Sure, there's going to be 100 or more Twitter names called uppity Africans. Who did that? Cool.
You did that.
I did that. Ain't nobody moved culture like that. The only culture Tasha K has moved has been a detriment to YouTubers and content creators across the board, because now the only contribution she's added was everybody's ready to sue us.
Facts.
That's what Tasha K has done for our culture.
Facts.
Everybody's ready to sue now.
Send shockwaves to these celebrities and say, file lawsuits. If you got the time and resources like Cardi, she gave you the blueprint how to shut a blogger down to not talk about it. And she can't even talk about Cardi B per the agreement. That is what she brought to the culture. And then also too, or never forget it, you was on Clubhouse. And that person said, no, I'm not gonna tell my clients to go to YouTubers because of Tasha K, because you YouTubers are like Tasha K, and like they grouped us because of what Tasha K did and gave YouTubers a bad name. That's why YouTubers have a hard time booking talent on their show, because of the damage that Tasha K have caused.
Absolutely. All because she was selfish.
Facts.
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm telling you what it is. And so everybody that has worked with Tasha K, from Storm to Bonnie to everybody, it's just something always happening. I didn't expect her and Bonnie to fall out. I thought that was going to work. But that can even work.
And then and this is the thing with Tasha, you have to understand, you may do something that they disagree with, and Bonnie gave her opinion, and I said, oh, Tasha K ain't gonna like that. I remember when I used to give my opinions and disagree with her, especially about gay people, and so we had a topic, and I knew it was in a relationship. I said, women can sleep with a woman and then go with a man, and they can still consider themselves as straight. We respect that, but a man sleep with another man, he automatically gay. And she said, no, it's a different. That ain't the same thing. I said, it is. Why is it different for a woman to say that and not a man? She was mad. I was getting her together on the app. And guess what? A couple weeks after that, I was banned and blocked.
Well, they say on that app, once you get in, you in for life, because you can't, they keep taking your money.
That means she blocked me and baby, and I can't even, like, that's exactly what she did. She showed it.
Are you still paying?
No, man, that's gone. No paying. They took me off that app. She was mad because she used to do StreamYard on the app. This before she did the Zoom, and we had a conversation. She was mad. And then the next time I went on there, she had Chelsea drag me.
But remember, even when she had the app, she used to try to get you on there to harass me.
Absolutely, and I didn't take the bait. And I remember we was on Clubhouse. She said, yeah, Wiley, you know about his dad. Tell me. Don't get quiet now, N-word. I'm like, no, like, that's not it. That's not the case.
First of all, can we just be honest about that? Yeah. That whole thing, they were trying to say to my dad, Wiley, that wasn't even my dad.
That wasn't even your dad. No. And Tasha K called me. Are you sure, Wiley, that's not his dad? Are you sure? Like, ma'am, yeah, that's not his dad. Like, when you see our father, he looked just like our body. You like, that is total, like, that's not all right. I'm like, it's like Tasha K was like upset. She really wanted that man to be your dad. I said, that's dangerous.
But I let it be my dad, because girl, y'all don't need to harass my dad. So
yeah,
your dad. Like, girl, I don't know that man. So girl, that wasn't bothering me.
No,
I don't have those kind of issues. So
no,
like,
she tried. Yeah, she did. She tried. She was like, that
was never my dad. So we just let that one ride.
Are you sure that's not your dad? Are you sure that's not his dad? She tried that.
Stupid. That wasn't even my damn dad, you idiot.
And they really thought they had something, child. But that'll let you know you have the culture. Even on X, you move that culture on X. And remember, Tasha started following. What did she start doing? Spaces. And you couldn't do it. She couldn't beat. You built a solid foundation on X.
Let me tell you a couple things that I know that I'm good at.
Okay.
Like female rap stuff. People are not gonna beat me in that. You might can come there that Tasha K came to X, whatever. Piece of Tails tried to do it at the Diddy trial. She got her moment, but girl, I still wasn't wavered by none of that.
No, it didn't.
Piece of Tails didn't waver me. I didn't feel nervous.
No,
and she was on some BS. She started hating.
And remember, I'm gonna say this. I don't know if you could say it. She started going live outside at the car. Didn't even wait to get into her Airbnb or hotel. That's how Arman Wiggins had these people so nervous. Arman didn't shake. He went to that Airbnb and kept the same formula.
Piece of Tails would jump out of the middle of the day. I sat next to her or a couple times. So let me see what she writing down. Tasha Tails would even take full notes, and she would write 2-3 lines and jump out in the middle of the court and go outside like she had all this exclusive information. But I didn't care. But she was getting all those. She was making money. People are like, "Oh, you're just." Because at the end of the day, bigger, right? From all that coverage. But and she got the documentary and all that. But guess what? All that stuff that she, and I don't have no problem with her, but the facts are the facts. And Tasha Tails really was on some BS. She went out and did all of that, all for her to be completely wrong.
And she didn't care. Wrong. She wanted the clicks and views because they seen the impact. Now, mind you, she didn't show up on the first day. Arman showed up
she
first.
She walked up to me and said she watched my live video and came and studied what I said and came down there. That's what she did. They all did that. The only person that was there was Rotten Mangoes. That's it. Everybody else you see after, Big Dog was there first.
You're right. I mean, they took flights. It's just like they took flights again. Oh man.
Okay.
Oh man, you did, and you did not let that dim your light. You didn't get nervous.
And guess what? I didn't run out and try to compete with them and try to go live in the middle thing. I kept my formula.
Yes, you did.
I kept my formula, boo. And that's what it is. And so even when it comes to Tasha K, Wiley, I'm not worried about it. She don't move me. Tasha K does not, no creator moves me because I'm going to still keep, first of all, I have to. This is my job, so I can't be threatened or intimidated by nobody on here. That's why when people say, oh, well, he doesn't want me to grow and he's trying to silence me. I don't care about you. Y'all are over here competing with me. That's why I have to restrain you.
Yeah. And what people should do is you do offer a blueprint, just study your platform and do it your own way. One thing that I learned from you is being consistent and learn what equipment to get and all of that, and just being consistent and stay in your lane, do what you do best, and you will find a way. Like one thing I love about you, you have your own identity, you have your own form, you have your own brand, and you built it. The word, I'll never forget it. You looked at Tasha K camera. She didn't tell you, but you Googled it and purchased that camera, and you shared that to us. You was like, she didn't even teach me how to do it. You studied on your own, and she didn't.
You remember that, Wiley? Yeah. That's important that you remember that because to try to make it seem like she helped me, but this woman wouldn't even tell. I was using a webcam. And let's be clear, I was on a webcam, and it was grainy video footage. Nene leaks on the line. Boom. Out the gate. That's how I was coming. That's why me and Michelle fell out, because Michelle gagged. This nigga got Nene on the phone. I ain't never had a Nene interview. Yes.
And then Nene said, Michelle, I would never forget because I was watching. Yeah, Michelle said you were live and sent me the link to your live. And you had her son, baby mama on there. Then she sent you his doodoo stain draws. And then Nene went to Michelle's show after that. Yeah, I remember that. You did that, and you didn't even have 100,000 subscribers.
None.
So I remember that. I was just like,
so my point is this: I'm on a webcam.
You did it.
Tasha K, you supposed to be mentoring me, but you won't even tell me what kind of camera I should purchase. Come on, man. She sent me a camera out of spite, and then when I wasn't doing what she was doing, because she told, this is the thing, Tasha K showed her two colors. She said, Wiley, you is provoking Arman Wiggins and make him go weird by putting my name and his name in the same title. Don't put my name and his name in the same title. Why are you trying to tell me what to do? Why? I was talking about y'all both because. So now that we're here, this is what it is. This is Tasha K's thing. And see, I don't like saying these things because it makes it feel like I'm undermining other people. So maybe I won't say any names because I don't want other people in me trash talking Tasha K to take this as a slight to them, because it's not. But I'll say this, then I gotta go. Okay. Tasha K, she was doing that because she didn't want people to see me as her peer and as her equal. So when you put me in a title with her, it made her to the eyes of her, it made her feel like they think that he's on my level. So even if you fast forward today, she will say certain other content creators' names, but she won't say mine because in her mind, she feels like I'm not going to validate you to think that you're my equal.
Facts.
But in all actuality, the people's name that you're saying, they're not your equal. Absolutely. If anybody can go toe to toe with you, it's the nigga whose name you're not saying. And that's why you're not saying my name.
That's the truth. You're not lying. That's facts.
The realty.
That's facts.
You saying people's names that you don't feel threatened by. You try to give this, you're bigger than me still when you already know that, girl, everybody that you mentioned, I'm bigger than them. So, girl, and part of this cat, girl, you're not just bigger than me. You're just dumber than me and have more subscribers. But girl, our digital info, you ain't been in bigger markets than me and done more than me. I've been in news for controversy too. World news. That baby oil stuff took me, girl, crazy. So Tasha K, you're not just, niggas know me just like they know you. Period. It is what it is, girl. And guess what? I didn't need you to help me get there.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is.
And she just gets so mad. And he said he want to be famous. Who talks like that?
He did Now That's TV. I did Now That's TV. They actually called me for Now That's TV first. They were just playing too much for my contract and I paid it. And I ended up doing the Suki Hana interview and that got a placement on VH1, Love and Hip Hop. You ain't seen niggas getting that. Okay, you don't even have that. Like how she had a placement on Real Housewives. What I'm saying is, girl, everything that you've done at this point, Tasha K, I've done it.
Yes. Oh, you done it on a higher scale. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I'm not worried about her, girl.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm not worried about it. Girl, I done been on TMZ, the Daily Mail, People, Vanity Fair, magazine, everything.
You been on news stations? Yes, absolutely.
Tubi,
absolutely.
VH1, Viacom, all that.
HBO.
And I've been in bigger radio markets than her.
Absolutely, because Angela is the second most watched in the market, is behind the Breakfast Club.
And the number one radio market in the country, New York City.
Absolutely.
So Tasha K still hasn't been on a bigger radio show in a bigger market than me.
Absolutely. Because she really want to be on the Breakfast Club. They have never called her up there for an interview.
And I had a talk show on Fox Soul.
Yes, you did. And then she tried to copy your idea by bringing content creators on there and then tried to pay them, was paying them aside, didn't make her money back, it was low ratings. She was at just to compete with TGIF. And that lasted for a couple of weeks because she couldn't afford to keep them hosts. I remember. Listen, you guys, I remember that she had a 3-panel show. It was Tasha, blogger, 2 women and a man on there, and she was trying to have rotate panels and stuff like that because she was trying to compete. Because she saw, now mind you, TGIF was out way before you got on. She didn't do no panel, but as soon as you got up on there, she announced, "I'm doing me a panel show, bringing bloggers on there and stuff like that." Yeah, they get a show. The same thing with the talent show. The talent show, no offense, she was bringing content creators to judge. She didn't make no money on low viewership because some people don't want to see no talent show. You are known for that.
Mind you, I had a music show way before.
Way before that, you had a music show and you would showcase, interview artists and play music and stuff like that. Way before that, and she tried to do that. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like she ain't just. I don't care. That's why I said when these people start saying I'm jealous of, I'll be like, bro, I don't care about nothing that you're talking about, girl. I'm not worried about that lady. Babe, nope. I did look up to that lady in the beginning, but what I didn't know, I didn't realize my own value. She saw the value and saw me as a competitor when I saw her as a mentor.
Absolutely. But you know now.
I know now.
Yeah.
But, she's the first one.
No. It's others, which remain nameless, came to you, saw your talent, but then tried to control you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, yeah.
And tried to compete with me.
Yes. People came into your chat, donated $500, kept donating because they were trying to get your juice and your formula, and didn't want to work with you, didn't want to change up, and don't want to pay you and all that. Hey.
Then you try to make you being difficult to work and this kind of thing, because then you want people to respect you. Because at the end of the day, girl, you want me over because I provide something. Everybody shows that like they give me this big handout, but you're not giving me no handout.
You work for it. You are the teller.
You feel me? So, for all the content creators out there, don't let them play with you. You know what I'm saying? But we got something coming for the content creator very soon.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna get out of here and go to the gym.
Okay.